Good afternoon. Am I audible and are the slides visible for you? The multiplication instruction slide. If yes, do reply in the chat box. So we'll continue now. Okay. So fine. Yesterday we started with the multiplication instruction and simple multiplication we did, which are like MUL. We took two numbers and multiplication. The final answer is stored in the destination. And so also we seen how the MLA works. So MLA takes four resistors as a operands. Our destination M, S, N, and equation we have to remember RD equals Rm into Rs, the product, plus Rn. Fourth operand will be the plus. Leftmost resistor will be the destination. Between two are the multiplication. Okay, we also started with this one, multiplication of long. So always suffix means rightmost side of ours. L will be there. Leftmost side decides whether it's a signed or unsigned. So remaining three letters will decide whether it is a normal multiplication or multiply with accumulation. Okay. So I hope we have seen some of the values yesterday. Simple MLA, sorry, simple MUL here, 2 star 5, 10, which is a A. Okay. So now simple MLA and MUL I have shown. Now long we are discussing. We took a two number, first number, second number, and the numbers are of 32-bit. Answer will be 64-bit. Hence, it is not possible to store in only one resistor. So we took a two resistors, each of 32 bits. Hence, capacity is 64 bits. And since I wanted to multiply this number and this number, okay, in which, sorry, here, okay, this number is a positive, this number is negative actually. Okay, so here let me write one line which I have discussed yesterday. Minus number 1, okay, star number 2. Answer will be minus number 3. Okay, because of this minus in the number 1. Since it's a unsigned, so it will also forget the polarity, and here also result will be forward. Hence, only this much is stored. Okay, that we have seen in the calculator as well as a program. So here, when we use today's point of discussion, when we use signed long multiplication or signed long multiply and accumulate, compulsorily we have to discuss or consider the polarity. Okay, so how to consider a polarity is, so expand that number. What is F1111? So remaining all will be set bunch of zeros. So I will leave them for your imagination. And last number where I am this one selecting now here, that I will type it as 0010. This is the first number star. So that I wanted to multiply with the 7 zeros. This one. Okay, so here how to understand this 7 zeros? Each zero means 4 zeros. Like that, all the values, please fill it, then 0010. Okay, what is the formula here? So the one which I have mentioned here. See, this number MSB is 1. MSB indicates most significant bit. So if this is 1, what we have to understand is the first operand is minus. Okay, so keep this star as it is, and the second operand is plus. Don't take both minus. Okay, that results into the plus answer. So important observation, what we have to do is answer is also going to be here minus type. Okay, so if it was done through unsigned, like these two section, it would have neglected minus of n1 and also the minus of n3. But here intention is to considering its polarity. Considering its polarity. Polarity means whether it's a minus number or plus number. So we cannot neglect minus. Hence, answer is also going to be the minus part. That we will see Can you see the software now? Let me close this earlier and open. So multiply. Okay, so this portion which we have discussed yesterday, even today as a revision, you can see this. Okay, so here I wanted to demonstrate a multiplication of long by not neglecting their sign. Sign means if it is a minus, I should not cancel it. I have to consider. Okay, so then comes what here. So explanation just now I told I took two numbers. Okay, so definitely I am going to reserve R0 and R1 for my values what are already present. Okay, so why we are taking these two is we are sure the product of this and this is not going to store only in any one register, so we are taking two. Okay, so let's see now. Here we'll go. Okay, please observe the results in R0 and R1. Something should be F. Then we should consider it as I think we have discussed yesterday. Anyway, we'll recall once. So first number and second number 0. Third number is F 6 zeros and 2. That we can see in R2. Fourth value is 2 only. So now comes the signed multiplication of long. As soon as it sees a word, alphabet long, so it assumes that answer is going to be of more than 32 bit. That's a 64 bit. So two resistors it will use. So since the two resistors what I am going to use are R0 and R1, I only forcefully made them 0. If I don't make, sometimes the value will be overlap. So to avoid that confusion, I only made zeros exclusively. For that only first two lines I have used. Let's see. Okay, hope you can see now in R1 the value F. So value is 7 times F, whereas in the second number, the second resistor, it's a E 6 zeros and 4. So now if you expand this number, its first means that means my left side or MSB will be 1. So what we can definitely make sure is answer is of minus. Okay, so minus will be the answer. Next, so here I will go for one more work. I will clear this. Okay, so fine. Now here multiply and accumulate of two long numbers and don't neglect their sign. That's a explanation. So anyway, since it is a multiply and accumulate, that means what is the analysis here? Already existing value you should not forget, whatever are present in R0 and R1. So whatever are existing values of R0 and R1, I only force value 1 and 2. So please remember these are plus, these are plus. Okay, and even this is also plus number. Why? I will tell you little later. Okay, so both are plus number, and what is this result will be? It's also, it will be minus number. Okay, so if number plus, see here, the plus number n1 and the second number n2. Okay, here lot of cases are there to discuss is this type. Okay, very simple way. I will give example. What's the answer? Try to give it in the chat box. Here, 4 plus bracket of minus 3. What's the answer? 4 plus bracket of minus 3. What will be the answer? Is it a plus answer? Positive? Yes. Okay. So second case, 4 then plus bracket of minus 5. What's the answer? Will it be negative? Yes. So that means what we are storing, about that also we should be careful. I wanted to show MLA effect of long also their sign. If the product, what I'm doing, what I will get, one part will be big. I think you remember the part here. E with 6 zeros and 4, this one part, another part is 1. So this value is going to store in one register, which is a RD low. Another is going to store in RD high. So what is RD low here? R1, R0. Okay. So if already existing value is more than what I generate from the multiplication, so answer will be positive. If already existing value smaller than the magnitude of what the product I am going to get, hence answer will be negative. If answer is negative, I can see this arrangement, some numbers. Okay, at least what I can show you is more than 9 or more than 9 here I will get. Why 9? Here I will show why it is 9. I will put a comment here. Okay, so why 9 is sorry, I think even you can include 8. So how the 8 will be 1,000,000. So anything which makes a MSB 1 is a negative. Okay, this is a case. If the product content is smaller than what I have stored, then answer will be positive. In that case, what I will get? I will get 0. So many values. Okay, so let's see. I think you can easily get to know what when we execute. So let's go for a debug. Okay, fine. See now, what is the value in R0? Plus 1. Remember it, plus 1. What's the value in R1? It's also plus 2. Remember, both answers I have stored as plus for to demonstrate MLA. Okay, next 2 operands I will take. F with 6 zeros 2. Second operand 2. Here, which is a plus and which is minus? Can you answer in the text box? Which is positive number, which is negative number? Whether R2 is positive or R3 is positive? Yes, R2 is negative. The answer is correct. R3 is positive. So positive number into negative number. What is the answer? That is going to be negative, which I have explained. Let's see now. Please observe many windows here. What is there in R0? R0. Listen here. Observe R0 is positive. R1 is positive. R2 is negative. R3 is positive. So we'll get 2 answers. Okay. So many observations we have to do. Right, see the signed multiplication and accumulate of a long has given 2 results. What are the results? R0 and R1. What's in the R0 here? Can you see E? So many zeros with 5. So actually, what is the answer we are expecting? I hope if you remember here, E 6 zeros and 4 you were expecting. If it was MUL method, why it is 5 here where we are expecting E 6 zeros and 4? Can you give the answer? Even I am expecting E 000 again 0004. Instead I got E 000 because earlier there was a value called 1 there. There was a value called 1. Hope it is clear now. It was a value called 1. You can see here R0 was 1. That 1 plus new E 00041. I will type here E 000 again 0004. This part with the old value 1. Hence, what we will get in the R0 is equal to E 000 again 0005. This is how we got the value. So what about R1 content? The content of R1. What was the R1 earlier content? 2. Earlier content was 2 plus what we have got is 1 as a minus. Why it is a minus answer? Can anybody give here minus 1? Here I have wrote no here this one where I have selected, I think this one. Okay, just apply minus here. So the number is what here? Minus. This becomes minus 1. So that minus 1 and earlier plus 2. What is the answer? What will be the answer? It's a plus 1. Okay. So this is why you have got 1 here. right? So hope it is clear now. Okay, so if you would have stored, if you would have already stored where in R2, let me give some minus number. Okay, sorry, here some minus number I have already stored. So this case where it is, I think it will be this case where already stored number is also negative and product is also negative. Like this, you can imagine -4 plus of -4. What is the definite answer? That's a -9 because both are minus. So let's see whether that case will get it. So debug. Okay, so fine. 1 2 first operand, second operand. If multiply, okay, I think it has considered 0. Yes, it has considered, can you see on the screen in a yellow dialog box, it has considered a positive F0. Okay, so we'll try one more time in a different manner. So what I have to do here is exactly I have to type all zeros. 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's see now whether it will be the case. First operand, second operand, and result. Yes, you can see now R1 is minus. Why it is minus R1? Can you see R1 is minus? Why is in the R1 what we have here? Let me type R1, we have E so many times F. If you expand E, you will get a 000. If you expand F, you will get all these values. So if you take this complete number MSB, what is MSB? 1. That indicates what? Negative. Also, you please observe the value of R0. What's the value of R0? Earlier also, now also, it's started with the E, again 3 zeros, then 3 zeros and 5. If you expand this number, what you can see is E means this much. So here you can see what is again E first bit, that means MSB, that's also 1, means negative. So answer of F602 and 0 with this 2 in terms of in terms of sign is always negative. Both R1 is also negative, R0 is also negative. Okay, see, if you expand R0 and R1, check their MSB, both becomes 1, hence it is a negative numbers. So one more last observation which I wanted to tell you is, let me go with the old number which was a 2. Okay, so highest number and the minus. Okay, highest number and the minus. Okay, so that's the case. Now one more thing is I have 1 second. I have prepared one of the MS Word called, in which I have explained, I have arranged all the programs. Okay, all the programs which I have executed. Can you see now? Please do reply in the chat box here, starting from logical, comparison, multiplication. Okay, so these all programs I have stored. Yes, okay, hope you can see now. I have shared now. See these programs, logical, comparison, then multiplication. Again, whatever I'm going to explain next, those all I have arranged in some MS Word. Okay, I'm going to share this, and please, when you are ready, when you are preparing for studying, by the parallelly you have these programs. So frequent observation of the program make you confident about the lab, also the theory part. Okay, fine. Next, here we'll go for after multiplication, what all we have finished. Then let's go for a branch instruction. Okay, I hope it is of, I think this will be of 5 marks short note question. Write a short note on branch instruction. So whenever we wanted to non-sequential execution, non-sequential executions. Okay, So that means what generally we call them as user defined program. In your C program, you have called user defined program. So what happens? Main program will be in the execution at some certain condition. We don't want the next line of a main program. Instead, we wanted to execute UDF. Okay, so that time what we will do, we will pause the main program execution. The control jumps to UDF, control finishes UDF, it will come back to the next line of the main program. So this is what we have for branch instruction. Okay, I hope this program, can anybody try to explain how it works? Can you see the program now here? Okay, let me take, I have took one C program in that 3 variables, one printf, which will give me main program has started execution. In the main program only, I will ask for 2 variables to enter. User will enter it, 2 variables. I will store it in A and B. I don't want to calculate sum here. So what I will do, I will call one UDF called SUM. And that I will pass 2 parameters which I have collected just above A, B, and C I will assign there. Okay. So even if you cancel, no problem, because we are passing only the parameter here. Call by values. Okay, so both the value of A is copied here, B is copied here, and UDF name sum. See, line number 1 executed, 2 executed, 3 executed, 4 executed, 5 execution made, shifting. 6th line is not executing. Instead of 6th line, some 10th line of UDF is execution. UDF execution started. So the values, whatever you have collected from the main, are supplied to the UDF variables AB. So C will be sum here. Instead of executing inside the main, I have shifted execution or performing of the plus in the subroutine. So I will print result here only, and I will say the statement UDF completed. Next, once this 15th line completes, after this 7th line will start execution. What is the 7th line? Main program completed. Like this, line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 10th up to 15th, then comes 7th or 6th line. Like this, it is a non-sequential execution. Whenever we want such a type of non-sequential execution, we have to go for branch instructions. Okay, so let's go for how the branch instruction will work. So I have a program here. I have typed okay, so area, then move. Okay, don't worry about any of the values. Please, when I go for execution, please concentrate how program counter, that yellow color triangle, keeps moving. So where is that PC now? 4th line. Okay, generally what is our expectation? 4th line to 5th, 5th to 6th, 6th to 7th, 7th to 8th, like that. That's a computer also try to execute. But because of these programs or these executions, see the non-sequential execution. Keep observation of this yellow triangle, that's a PC, and the line number. So it's a present PC, 4th line. In this program, values are nowhere useful. Just this PC, how it changes, that is a important thing. See now, 5th, so sequential execution. 5th to 6th, that's also sequential. Directly, what we are expecting is it is going for 7. Okay, let's see whether it will go for 6th, sorry, 6th to 7th or 6th to 9th. Let's see now. Okay, I think you can see now, from 6th to, it went for 9th. In the 9th, again 10th line is under the execution. Okay, so we'll go for 10th line. Now there is a jump, UDF, 10th line. Okay, 10th to 11. Let's see, 11 to 12. Yes, 11 to 12 happened. So then we are expecting 13th and 14th. So hope it will enter 15th loop, and it will try to execute a 16th. Okay, I think you can see now. It's a forward jump. Forward jump. Name, you can give your name also, like JCET1, JCET2, JCET, anything. Okay, now what I will do, 16th and 17th line I will execute. Okay, from 18th line, what I have wrote is the keyword B. B means branch. Branch, where it should go? It should go to the keyword where there is a backward. So where is a backward here? Line number 15. So in the line number 15, there is nothing to execute. It's just name of a some UDF. So it will again come back to 16, this yellow line. Please make observation. Now it is in the 18th. Generally it should go for 19, but it will go back to 16th line. Can you see this PC? Again 16. So what I do, a small change is, instead of this backward, I wanted to take this to a forward, FORWARD. Okay, so it should be case same, WARD. Okay, see, let's see how this will changes. Branch PC changing. Can you see this software environment? Are you getting that software window or presentation? Anyone, please do reply. Is the software visible for you? Okay, fine.
Software is visible, sir.
Yes, okay, fine. So let's go for 4th to 5th line. Okay, so now 5th to 6th line, 6th to 10th line, 10th to 11th, then comes 11th to 12th. Okay, so slide scroll down, 12th to 16th line. I hope you can see now. 16 to 17, 17 to 18 continuously. Okay, from 18, what we have in the 18. Try to find out a paragraph name whose name is forward. So is it somewhere below this line? Below this line in 18th line onwards, or 18th lines before that forward, name forward. So it's behind the 18th line. So try to find out this name. This is called as label. So where is a label here? Okay, this is a label. So I'm going to get a 10th line again. This PC will point to the 10th line. Let's see. Can you see now? It's in the 10th line. So now condition, okay, let's continue one more time. So again, it will go for backward, that means here. Okay, you can see now, this is what the branch. So when it is useful, when this, okay, see here, when I don't want all the instructions sequential execution, few instructions sequential, again jump to the some other part of the program, back to the program like this. So if whenever we don't want sequential execution, then we have to use branch instructions. Now comes what are the important conditions for branch. Always in our program, we are using most of the time single letter B, which indicates branch only. Branch without condition, it is branch without any condition. So you are going to get a lab in the lab, whether a branch with condition, what do you mean by without condition? So now where it will jump to, PC will jump to where there is a label. If we use BL, branch with link, PC will change to label. Now I told you what you mean by the label here. Okay, so here it is. Okay, here I have arranged the program, so you can see here. Okay, see the name of non-operand names. What do you mean by non-operand names? Like forward. See, can I give my name? Yes, it is possible. See, what's the name? JCET1. Okay, here I will change this to JCET1. Okay, forward 2, I will change into JCET2. JCET2. So this is what? JCET2. Okay, so what do you mean by English name label? English name of the English meaning of the word label? It labels us where to go or where to jump from. Label means packet or the starting address. What we say, area name, some area at the entrance will write a board. Welcome to this area, like welcome to Hubli, welcome to Dharwad, etc. Those are called as label. So everything of that area belongs to the label of that. Okay, that is called as label. Okay, let's go for the next concept here. slight lengthy works. Okay, that's a 3.3 load and store instructions. Load and store instructions. Okay, so we have finished a multiply, then comes load and store instructions. I have prepared a program for this also. First I will explain program, then we can go for the explanation. Okay, okay, see now, I hope you can see this program. It's of henceforth the concepts become difficult. Okay, because these load and store are pointer based program, pointers. Okay, first thing, what do you mean by load? From a value, sorry, from a memory, take a value, copy into register. What we did so far here, so far we have used a word move r1 comma hash 0x0, or we have used move r2 comma hash 03, or sometimes we have used move r4 comma r1. So what happens in these three lines is here, so value 0 is copied to r1, value 3 is copied to r2, value of r1 is copied to r4, like this. So far values are directly known, but henceforth values are stored somewhere in the memory. Okay, that I want to fetch. The variable name is here. So generally what we do in a C program, we will write a hash main, immediately we'll write int a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to 30, like that. But here it's a different pattern. First we have to write all the code, then we have to write a variables. How many variables I took here? Can you go on answering in the chat box? So I took three variables. What are the name of variables? Value 1, value 2, value 3. These are the three variables. And you can notice one important word, DCW. DCW means decimal coded words. DCW means decimal coded words. These are of 16 bits. How? Here you can see I have a keyword called 1A, 1B. That's the first number. What is the expansion of 10001? A means 10, 80. Okay. Again 1, B means 11. See, this is what 1A, which you can see in the chat box. 1A, 1B. Similarly, I have 2C, 2D, 3E, 3F. Intentionally, I took these numbers so that all possible questions will be answered here. Okay. Now, so I took a three variables, value 1, value 2, value 3. I don't know where they are stored in the memory. Somewhere they will store. What I will do is I want to have those values in R5, R7 and R6. My target. So what is the another option I have is here I will write a comment MOV R5 comma 0x1A 1B. This is what the option I have, but I don't want to work without using a pointer. I want to understand how the pointer works. So what I will do, I will use three pointer variables called R1, R2, R3, which points to address of, please make a difference. Hash I am using here because it is going to store directly the value. It considers as directly the value, whereas equal to button considers it as address of a value. That's the difference. Hash button means directly value. Here 0 is copied for R0, but here equal means value, address of that value. Which value? Value 1 is copied. Hence, what will be address, sorry, contents of R1? Please do reply in the chat box. What will be the content of R1? Take a definition of the line, what I have discussed. What will be there in the address? Sorry, R1. Reply in the chat box fast. Content of R1. correct? Content of R2. No, Santosh is wrong. Please remember, I have not used a hash. I have not used a hash. Okay, so I have used equal. Equal always gives us, see, equal in your assembly level language is equal to star in your C program. So star X is equal to P. If I get here, if I type here as, or else you can think like this also, P is equal to ampersand of X. So what is ampersand here? Ampersand will give us address of the X, and that will be stored in the P. Okay, in the same way, equal to of value 1 means, here I will write a comment, R1 will get address of value 1. Same way, R2 will get address of value 2. R3 will get address of value 3. See now, how to get? And now the question, P is equal to ampersand of X. Okay, Q is equal to star of P. What is the answer in the Q here, which I have typed? See, P is equal to ampersand of X. So what P will be holding? P will be holding, sorry, address of X. So what do you mean by this Q? What Q will hold? Star means value at location P. Okay, I think you have studied pointers in your C programming. Okay, even in a data structure also. Ampersand means address of X in the P. What is the value in the at location also you can call, or address also you can call. Address of at the address P, what is there? That will be indirectly what we can give you is, it's nothing but a X value. X and its value. Okay, same way, how to get this star is by this square brackets. See now, this star means, bracket R1, again bracket means R1 value is, it's a address. So bracket of address means what is there in that? What is there in that? Okay, so before I could continue this, which takes a little more explanation. Okay, and I have left with 1 minute of time for today's session. So according to the department rule, we have to finish a second module before the IA, which are going to be on 17. So what I do is I'm going to store the video and upload onto my YouTube channel. Okay, so please follow those videos. Live sessions will also be there, and also whenever I am free and based upon the remaining syllabus, I am going to store videos and launch it. So before you could come to the next classes, try to watch the videos if the videos are uploaded. Okay, also give today's attendance. So we left with only 1 minute. Every day only 40 minutes is not sufficient for explanation and completion of the syllabus. So I will go with the storing some videos and uploading onto the YouTube channel. So yeah, all students are informed to keep referring the YouTube link. Okay.